So we get here at 6:30, and half of us prepares breakfast, and the other half starts on lunch. So every day is a little different of a menu, but because it's so many people, about 325 or so. You know, things just take time. And then, so, you know, like we can't serve schnitzel and french fries every day. You know what I mean? It has to be healthy and nutritious, and deep fried isn't always fit that.
Meal prep could be anything from eggs, pancakes, waffles, things kids like, anything, even burrito wraps with beans, corn, beautiful. Food. We have a whole team back there that also participate in everything else. They are a very great team, and we be ready by 6:30.
Kitchens are broken down where everybody has a certain type of tasks. Xiomara runs our breakfast program. Then we have Daenerys, who's in charge just of the cold prep. So like I have Elvis and Marina, who do a lot of and Angelica, she's like our sous chef, and they're just more like line cooks. And then I have Alex, who's our chef de cuisine. So like I'll have to maybe do some paperwork in the office, so he's in charge of the whole kitchen, making sure the whole operation. And then you have the rabbi, Mashkiach, who's making sure there's no bugs in our food, or the products are kosher, or they meet the Hashgacha's guideline. Terry, who does serving, and he's also in charge of our inventory system.
We do have dishwashers. However, the plates, spoons, knife, and forks go through a dishwasher back there, a machine. So the dishwashers don't physically scrub the knives, spoons, and forks. However, our daily prepping and anything else that we use for breakfast, lunch needs to get scrubbed, and always get scrubbed, and we make sure we use the right chemicals and everything to get it done. The most rewarding part is, keeping them happy and keeping them coming back.
I like cooking. That's the most rewarding part. Just doing what I like to do. The hardest part of the job, I guess when people don't like what you make. You put a lot of work into something and they're like, nah, it's not good. But food's so funny like that because it's such a personal thing. Everybody eats. When it's food, everybody does it every single day. So it's you either cook or you eat. So it's such a much more nuanced, subjective type of thing. So.
Hardest part are everybody just pitch in, and the more people that pitch in and work with us full head on, listen, we get the job done. Children, pushing each other, shoving each other, they could get hurt. Because sometimes they rushing for this delicious meal, and then they don't realize, hey, slow down. But that's the only thing, they safety. I want to make sure all the kids that come here is safe.
The level of caretaking that just cleaning up after themselves. You know what I mean? That's always something that is hard for everybody because, there's just a lot of garbage. So, the trays, using trays on the tables and things like that. But
like, let's say a fork failed, and you don't gotta pick it up. Genuinely, you don't have to pick it up. However, one of them, hey, you know what? No, don't worry about it. Or they open the door for one of us, or things that we don't ask for. They just do it off their heart.
You know what I mean? They say please and thank you, and they're they're nice. So that always helps.